So now that I have this new tool to use in terms of morning, my brother. It is your boy Jay. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I talk about sobriety, my life, my work, and my family. Today I am at Great Inn Casino. I am playing my free play, and I'm gonna try to press my luck and see what's going on. I'm here with Mama NorCal and Uncle NorCal, and we're gonna have some fun today. I want to get something off my chest just because I want to go into the casino with some good juju, and this has been bothering me the whole night. So if you're new to my vlog, I basically film my day every single day. And yesterday I had a breakthrough in my life of sobriety. I voiced what was going on with me, and I made action happen through my thoughts. And that's something I don't do usually, but because I broke through, I started to just have vomit of the mouth, and maybe I could have been a little bit more tactful on things I've said to some people. And I've read the comments. Linda, yes, I have a voice and my voice needs to be heard, and I agree. And Dean, yes, I need to pause. So now that I have this new tool to use in terms of being not afraid to speak my voice, because I do have a voice, I still need to learn how to use that and how to also use pausing and having compassion for someone else, because maybe some things I've said to some people have not been in a quote unquote nice way. Because I think about it like, if I were to receive what I said in that way, then maybe I wouldn't receive it correctly. So, it's a learning process, and that's all I gotta say. I'm changing, I'm becoming a new person, and this is shit that you learn in adolescence, and I'm trying to do this as a grown man, and that shouldn't be an excuse, but it is. I'm still a baby, so I'm still trying to grasp life with by the horns, and just trying to be better at myself. So glad that I finally let that out. Hopefully you're having a great Thursday. Let's shoot a montage, and I'll talk to you on the next clip. Leaving the casino now, had a good time, had some free lunch, and now it's Uncle's turn to drive, and I'll see you guys on the next clip. Good evening, my brother. It is your boy Jay, and welcome to the end of vlog talk. So the last thing I talked to you guys about was we were leaving the casino, and pretty much got home, picked up some Jamba Juice on the way home, and worked on some slot videos. I uploaded 2 more videos that are going to be ready to go up in the next 2 weeks, and I have 4 more to edit. So I do have a lot of footage coming out, or I have a lot of content coming out, and that is all I did today. I went to my meeting after I did my videos, and it's a different meeting. I usually go to a retirement home to go visit one of the old timers, but this Thursday I felt like I needed a beginners meeting. And if you're in AA, you kind of know what I'm talking about. It's meetings where we mostly direct our talking towards newcomers, beginners, and beginning people in the beginning of their program. And sometimes I just feel like I need that remembrance of where I come from, and that's why I like going to beginners meetings. I like seeing newcomers come in scared and desperate and disheveled, because that was me 7 months ago. Which reminds me, I'm 7 months and 1 day sober. Crazy. I have an app. It tells me that I'm 200 and something days sober. So yeah, crazy. Today's meeting was pretty cool. The speaker of the meeting, or the chairperson of the meeting's topic, was living a life sober. Or what is your life now? What is your life like now that you're sober? And because there's a lot of people, I didn't get to share tonight because the time ran up. And kind of because I didn't put my name on the list. But of course, the person that I've been talking to you guys about that I try to avoid was there. And it's funny because he's usually at the meeting that I go to. And so I was surprised to see him at this meeting. Well, actually, I'm not surprised by him anymore because he's bound to show up at every meeting I go to because he has like that. I don't know, maybe someone's telling him where I'm at, but he has like, he knows where I'm going to be, basically. Anyway, so because I shared today at the meeting, he was like, he came up right after the prayer and he came up to me and said, what would you have said today if you had the chance? And I'm like, bruh. He's like, yeah, I noticed that you didn't get a chance to share. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't get a chance to share. But I did tell him, I said that, for me, living life sober is definitely difficult. And it has its challenges. Giving up the drink and not having the urge to drink, luckily for me, has not been an issue. But definitely living life on life's terms has become a cluster F for me. It's really tough. You would think that someone in their years of maturity, like myself, after getting sober, I feel like I am a child. I am a young kid, and I constantly feel like I'm catching up now that I'm sober, and a lot of these things that we're taught to be like, to have these principles that we're supposed to have growing up, these common sense things is not common sense for me, and it's all a learning process, and I have to just be patient and understand that I'm gonna mess up, and I can't always be so hard on myself when I do mess up, because when you were 5 years old and you couldn't tie your shoe, or you couldn't get on, well, the bicycle actually is a really good example. I remember that when I was learning how to ride a bike, I was so scared to have my cousin let go of my bicycle, and by the time I was able to get it, he wasn't even holding on to my bike anymore, and I didn't know it. And it wasn't until I knew that he let go that I freaked out. Sometimes I gotta just go with the flow and just not overthink things. I think that's a great example. Learning how to ride a bike and being totally cool and riding the bike, smooth sailing, and then once I learned that my cousin let go, I overthought things and I fell off my bike. And that's kind of like how I'm doing now. I think that I overanalyze myself and I give myself a hard time, and I am my worst own critic. But my sponsor said to stop and to not be so for lack of words, stop having a stick up your butt. You know, like you are so OCD about things, and sometimes you just have to fail, or not even fail, you have to trip up in order to get what you want done. And that's a little tough for me because, you know, I'm a perfectionist, right? But yeah, so the best part of tonight was definitely hanging out with my brothers after the meeting. And it's not like a whole group of brothers, it's kind of just like my two brothers that I really, really rely on. And not to say that I don't have other brothers I rely on, but these two are kind of like my solid ones. And it's crazy to think that I didn't really like both of them at first when I first met them. I don't know if they're gonna watch this because I don't know if they watch all my videos, but yeah, I didn't like them at first, and for various reasons. But it's always those ones that you don't like that you end up closest with, and I can definitely say that these two are the two closest guys I have in my journey of recovery. And and then sponsor brother. So I have three really close guys that I always run to, and I'm glad that they stayed afterwards today, because it hasn't been a time where it was just us three. And when it's us three, it's like magic. One could be complaining, and then the other two are like busting that guy's balls, but then we're trying to be loving, and it works like in a trio, and we do it to each other, and it's always a good time, and I always leave a smile on my face. And I'm so happy that our turn of events led us to where we are, where we had to meet each other. And yeah, I look forward to hanging out with them even more. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. If you want any tips about early sobriety, one, I would say keep coming back. We say at the end of every single meeting, keep coming back. It works. If it didn't work the first night, just keep coming back, because I will bet you $1 million it will eventually work. For me, it didn't work. It didn't initially work, but it kept me going to the rooms. And after coming back, I would say the next thing I would say would be get connected, get numbers, make friends, or at least have a number to call if you're ever in a predicament, and get a sponsor. And those are actually the three things that I didn't want to do. I didn't want to come back. I didn't want to connect with anyone when I finally realized I should be coming back. And then once I started to gain friends, I didn't want to sponsor. I thought I could sponsor myself, but I would say for 99% of people that doesn't work. Anyway, well, let's end the vlog the way we usually do. Remember to be confident, be humble, be honest, and most importantly, be well. Until tomorrow, my brothers. Peace. Roll the music, brothers.
Are you gonna go? You gonna go? Go. Yeah, go. Hurry your ass. Thank you.